Did you just shoot him in the butt?
He
did.
In the back.
Oh, no, that dude grabbed his butt cheek.
Oh, no, he is grabbing a little low.
No, he grabbed his butt cheek.
He's grabbing a little low.
I see that. He's on his little butt cheek. James Bond thought it would be funny. What was that? What?
Those cunty little walk.
I'm gay.
Yes, and my mortality rate has decreased by 40%.
Alright, and with that, welcome to Sequel Podcast. I'm Matt Bonta.
Oh, I'm Kenneth Anglemire. What's up?
And we were just sitting here talking guns.
Hell yeah, we talking good.
We're supposed to be working on script stuff.
But
we looked at props and guns, and I brought up a scene from Dr. No, and we watched the scene where they take James Bond's Beretta and give him a Walter PPK.
Oh, piece of crap.
And Kenny took umbrage with that.
I took offense. I took that personally.
So I think we're going to watch some gun scenes today.
Heck yeah, we are.
And we are going to comment on them. So, in the scene, what do you say? It's a nice and light gun for a lady's handbag.
It's good for your handbag, sir. For a lady's handbag.
But then, they give him a gun just equivalent and equal to that lady's handbag gun.
Here, maybe you like this one in your purse and handbag, as I drink milk and honey in my tea.
So, I think my wife's back now.
Oh, I think she is.
That's okay.
I hear it.
That's okay. So the Beretta that he has in the movie that he starts with is a small.
It's a smaller one, yeah. So it's the Beretta 418. Yes, it's small. It used a 25 ACP. Now, the gun he gets, yes, the Walther PPK uses the 32, which is slightly better. Yes, we all get it. Yes, this guy's mortality rate went down 40%. But it's like, you're going to get a small gun that's compact.
Look, that was his boss. We all know how bosses can be.
Yeah.
They can be hard asses and dicks.
Yeah, he was more worried about dicks in his hard ass. But, like, dude, like, because if you're going to give somebody a small caliber gun, like, give them something that's a 380 or a 9mm. At that point, what, 1960s, right?
1962 was when the movie came out.
We had 9mm.
Sure.
Like, come on, people. Hello. You know, so...
There's another scene in there that I wanted to play. I had something brought up, but we're going to look at something else. I wanted to watch the whole movie, but fuck it. We'll just do... Like,
also, on this note, if anybody says the Beretta sucks, has never fired one, or are just not professionally skilled to do it. Like, I'm not a professional. I don't go on that. However, I quarreled with the Beretta. I've seen the Beretta. It's done its job. It does its work. It still does its work. And people are like, oh, yeah. Like the guy,
oh, yeah, you have your Beretta.
I'm like, yes, yeah, I'm actually really good with my Beretta. I've had it for 10 years.
Oh, well, the time it jammed on you.
It jammed on you last year and put you out for 6 months.
10 years? 10 years. You had your gun for 10 years. Yes, of course maybe it's going to jam. I see Glocks jam. I see SIGs jam. I see SIG P320s have some, malfunction. The fire, when it hits the floor, it shoots off a round or something like that.
You know, it's funny.
But you crap on the Beretta? You're going to crap on the Beretta? What the hell's wrong with you?
All right. Here's a scene from Dr. No that I think is fantastic.
Okay.
So we're going to watch this scene really quick, so don't mind the pauses.
Like, look at that thing. What in the world?
That's the PPK with the silencer on it.
Yeah. Look at that! That guy brought...
That's a 1911?
Nah, it looks like a high power.
Well, he kind of says what it is at the end of the scene.
Okay. Let's see what it is, because they're moving all around.
He says the brand of the gun. And it's a beautiful scene. This is a beautiful scene.
Yeah. See, at that range... With that little PPK, of course, you're going to kill somebody, right? You got your 32 ACP, guys wearing regular clothes from Giovanni's. He's going to get killed. Giovanni's. He's going to die.
Nice Italian suit on.
Nice Italian suit. So, yes, you are definitely going to kill somebody with your 32 ACP.
You shoot me and you'll end up on that string list. And you killed him? He was killed, but never mind how.
But
Who are you working for, Professor?
like with that gun would take James Bond out of commission with just one round.
Here it is.
It's a Smith & Wesson. You've had your 6.
And then fucking blows him away.
Wait, so it was a Smith & Wesson 6 rounds. So it was a revolver. Did he just shoot him in the butt? He did.
In the back.
Oh no, that dude grabbed his butt cheek.
Oh no, he is grabbing a little low.
No, he grabbed his butt cheek.
He's grabbing a little low.
I see that. He's on his little butt cheek. James Bond thought it would be funny.
So I'll go to right here. Here it is.
All right, yeah, go right there.
I mean, not that it.
What do you mean you had your 6 shots?
So like a Smith & Wesson automatic? What is that?
No, that's a...
It's a Smith & Wesson. You had
it's
your
a Smith
6.
& Wesson, yes. But he says 6 shots, which doesn't make any sense to me. Because if it was 6 shots, it'd be...
We're getting down and dirty.
Yes.
On this podcast.
Unless it's the single stack, then yes. But with... It looks like a full-size pistol, so he should be able to carry 8. And he... You know what's funny? Wait, can you play that?
This part right
Yeah,
here?
play that when he shoots. Right?
Alright.
Let's see how many times he shot. Because I don't even think he shot 6 times. He only shot 3.
Oh, let's count.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4, 5, 6.
Okay, maybe it was 6. Okay, maybe it was 6.
So I didn't fuck up that much. I mean, can you imagine how like
Hey, movies have done it before.
they have, but the better ones they do try to, maybe they just edit it out the other 3.
Yeah, so this is Dr. No.
This is Dr. No.
So they say Bond uses Smith & Wesson revolver to dispatch Dent, famously saying, "That's a Smith & Wesson. You've had your 6." That's not a revolver.
So only Smith & Wesson only made revolvers.
No, they made other guns, but at 1962 they were famous for the Smith & Wesson, the 38 Special, which is what a lot of cops back in the day had. It was the Smith & Wesson 38 Special, and you see mall cops use it.
And you're saying it should have 8?
No, what I'm saying was that's not a revolver.
Right, it's not a revolver.
It's not a revolver. So that's a pistol. And he's like, "You shot your 6."
So you're saying that Smith & Wesson only made revolvers.
Well, if he says it's a Smith & Wesson...
What are you looking at? Are you on Reddit?
No, I'm on the Google. No, Smith & Wesson made plenty of other guns. In 1962.
Okay, I see what you're saying. It does, so this...
Yeah. In this scene, they even said it.
Look right here, though. Look right here. Check this out. Smith & Wesson Model 10.
10, right.
Revolver.
But that was not a revolver. That was a slide. And right there, yeah,
Why
Model 10.
do they keep saying that?
See,
But
that's
look,
what
they
cops
even
use.
They show like a close-up of this gun.
Let me see.
Where'd it go? Fuck. Go back. Hold on. I gotta go back. Right?
That is not a revolver.
It's not a revolver.
No.
What the fuck is that?
What? Yeah. That would have way more than 6 shots. Even for a single stack, that would have 8. There's no way. I'm going to call you out, Doctor, now. Because no way is that a Smith & Wesson revolver.
Okay, hold on. Here's the Reddit. Maybe the Reddit will get down to it.
All right, Reddit.
You've had your 6. And I think it's the reason the show Archer keeps having jokes about Archer counting and keeping track of how much ammo people have.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good skill. If you keep track of how many ammo, then you're like, "Hey, dude, you're out."
This doesn't go into it. No one's... What the fuck? Give me the proper Reddit.
Yeah, because Model 19 was a 357 Magnum, Model 14, and then they had Model 15, so it's like...
look, this guy's saying he's not using a PPK in this scene.
Yeah, see, and they changed it. And I looked at that, I was like, that doesn't look like a PPK, dude.
According to IMFDB, they couldn't find a PPK they could suppress. Interesting. Considering the opening scene, he says that it can use...
It goes in your piss.
Like... Gosh dang. I like my British people. I do. However, sometimes they need to take a step back and be like, you know what? We effed up, dude. We effed up. Like, they had the FAL. The FAL was great. But then they switched it to that weird bullpup gun that is absolutely disastrous.
Fuck, dude. Smith & Wesson's non-revolver line primarily consists of their M&P military police Series of semi-automatic pistols known for their polymer frames. 1962. Model 9.
Okay.
No, it's a revolver.
So they say right here, Bond famously stated that Smith & Wesson, and you've had your 6, implementing Dent's pistol is a Smith & Wesson. The gun that was used was actually the M1911A1.
It is a 1911.
It was it's a old 1911 A1. So it wasn't even and how are you gonna tell the audience that you've had your 6 Smith?
It's
when it's
cool
right
line.
there,
it's a cool
but
line.
it's right there in front of the camera.
Nobody's
you can't
watching that for
lie.
accuracy.
You can't lie.
It's just a cool line.
Even in 1962,
but they weren't able to put like a fucking silencer onto a revolver.
PPK,
on a revolver.
You can have a silencer on a revolver. They make them. It's just, I think they just crap the bed. You could have had a different gun.
Artistic license to change things.
You know what it was? Because, let's see, Smith & Wesson and PPK paid them to put their names in there. That's what I think. That's what I think. It's just like how they have Fresco in, like, or Fresca in The Boys. Would you like a Fresco?
Oh, well, sure. Product placement.
Or, like Mountain Dew. Or, hey, like, Coors Banquet in Yellowstone.
Alright, so let's rewatch this scene. So this is...
There's a 1911. There's your SIG.
I'll take the 17, 2 19s, that Beretta,
Uh-huh.
3 burners.
That Beretta. Exactly. Exactly, people. Don't crap on that Beretta. It's been there. It's done its job. A brand new Beretta will put you on your butt.
You can only buy one in a 30-day window, but I can hold them for you.
So he's buying 4 guns.
Well,
4
more
guns, yeah.
hoops in the NBA.
And 3 burner
Rules say you
phones.
can lend these firearms to a friend, which, as you know, is one of the conditions for legal temporary transfer under New Jersey law.
Yeah. I call it New
Nice to
Germany.
meet you, friend. I'm Joe Gordon.
Hi.
Joe
Frank
Gordon.
Majeski, pleasure's mine.
See, you know what's crazy?
You must know that
Is Phil Murphy, the governor of New Jersey, is probably gonna watch this and be like, "Oh God, I gotta make."
Oh, wow.
He's done it. He's gotta make some way to freaking,
Wow.
make sure this doesn't happen again.
That's interesting.
Dude, I think he's a good guy. However, I think the rules that he wants to implement for safety for New Jersey doesn't really make sense. Like, he's like, oh, you can't, like, they passed the thing, like, where you can't have hollow points, right? In New Jersey, it's illegal to have hollow points. That does not make any sense. The reason why is because a full metal jacket is more deadlier than a hollow point. A hollow point is when you hit something, like, say, a robber, right?
It spreads, right?
It spreads, but it stops. It hits that target, that's it. It's not going over. If you have a full metal jacket, it can go through your shoulder, to another thing, through a wall. It can go everywhere. So the full metal jacket would be more dangerous. You would want your hollow points. The hollow points would be more proficient, more safe for public, and everything like that. It makes no sense to say hollow points are illegal. Why? Because they look scary.
You know, this is not the first gun podcast that I've done. Corey
Really?
did one. Corey did one because
Heck
we
yeah.
were talking about like Terminator and shit.
Yeah.
And we also did a commentary for Predator and like to keep the conversation going. I'd ask questions about
Predator
the various
has
guns.
great guns.
And
Yeah.
he's got like the grenade launcher underneath the one.
Yep. 203. That's what I shot in the Marine Corps.
All right.
I think we retired that too.
Here's the next gun scene from the movie Death Sentence.
I don't think I've seen this one. Oh wait. Maybe I have.
It's okay.
Yeah, John Goodman, right? Goes out to kill his son. Yeah. The guy goes in. He's like, are you gonna kill my son? So
It's been like 20 years. since
yeah.
I've seen
So
this
his
movie.
son is in a gang or whatever.
So
and
he's the father of
that
Garrett Hedlund.
Yeah, the son
That killed his family.
killed his son. Yeah, his son,
His
the
son
wrestler.
and wife, right?
No, wife's still alive.
Wife's still alive.
Wife's still alive with the other boy, unless this is already the scene where they killed him in the house.
I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
You're a little bit far from home.
He did a bit fop. Man, I love John Goodman. If you ever listen to this dude, huge fan.
No, he's great.
I'm an actor. I'm taking right after you, dude. I actually take notes from John Goodman, especially in Flintstones. Oh, perfect.
Big Lebowski, right?
Big Lebowski. You stepped over the line.
Over the line.
And in that movie, he had a 1911. Great long slide. Here we go. Yeah, these are great guns. So, a lot of people aren't.
Lots of fucking bullets.
Yeah, I would say it's a great safe.
So can you call out what he's got?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's this right here on the right on the door?
Let's see. So that is an Uzi. Yeah, that's a Uzi with a long 16-inch barrel. It's probably what the production could use because of laws. I don't know if they filmed in California or whatever, but having something shorter of a if you have a barrel shorter than 16 inches, it is considered a pistol, right? But and then that means you can't put on stocks, you can't put on whatever, unless you have a medical condition and you need a pistol brace.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have plenty of those because I have issues with my hands. And so that's what is going to be considered a pistol. Now, if your barrel is longer than 16 inches, it is considered a rifle, which means you can, do all that.
So what does he got right here?
Let's see that one.
Is that a rifle?
That is a rifle, but that's
Like
a World War II rifle. That's something that they made in Italy. It's like the first Beretta M10, I think. So that can go automatic, and they have 2 triggers on that. So one is for semi, the second trigger is for automatic. Beautiful submachine gun. People shed on Italy a lot in World War II, and I get it. Yes, they weren't that great. They had great fighting power, like fighting spirit. Their guns, though, were very great. The Carcano, the Beretta, like these guys were awesome. I think JFK got assassinated with a Carcano.
Well, how would they know if they never caught the? Well, I mean, is that what
they caught
what's his nuts?
Yeah, they caught.
Well, he was a Marine.
Carcano. Yeah, he was a Marine.
Oh, what the fuck?
Extra shot.
Why can't
I know this is
remember
really
his
bad.
name?
I know this is really bad to say. And
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, I'm a great Kennedy fan. You can ask anybody. I love JFK and all that. But damn, that was a good shot by that sniper. I was just like, Marine Corps
We're under the impression that Lee Harvey Oswald is the the lone gunman. Can't tell what that one is. Too dark.
No, yeah, it's a little dark because the reason why he has a M16 mag, which is probably going to be a 5.56, but the upper receiver has it. It's like a UMP, so it's kind of weird. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Huh?
Yeah, unless they modified it to the barrel to take 5.56, which would be really cool.
357.
Now that's a 357 Magnum Python, baby.
That's a sweetie.
Oh, Colt Python.
Yeah, to stand inside.
Very
That's
expensive.
what Rick
Such a
Grimes has.
Yeah.
Right? And
357. Yeah.
That's a fucking hungry man right there. That's the king of mayhem.
Yep, 1911, baby.
Cannon, sword of justice.
Oh.
Take this
Desert Eagle?
Desert Eagle uses a 50 millimeter round. Israelis was like, you know what? For my side piece, I need something that will go through somebody. Great gun. Desert Eagles are great.
That's a lot.
Big. If you're a big boy, you can conceal one of those. I was thinking about buying one. Buying 2 actually. And Deadpool uses them. So.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Better Call Saul. Yeah. Great guns here. Yep.
State of the art. Accurate to 25.
I like to pretend that this is what's his nuts from Supernatural. Just
I know. That's why I always think it was like Bob or is it Bob?
Single shot.
I think it's Bob. Hold on. Let me see.
Simple.
You know what? We have to also do a Supernatural
It fires the 50
fan
caliber
film.
BMG.
oh, you'd be
Very
better off
effective
with
against
Corey and
soft
Greg.
targets.
It's fan film. Fan
Yeah,
film.
fan film.
Cars, small diameter trees and such.
Yeah, Bobby. He's Bobby Singer.
Bobby.
Yeah,
Bobby.
Bob.
Not Bob.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Oh, I call it Bob. Yeah, Bobby. Bobby Singer.
Not unless you ground a hole clean through, acid will recover it.
Well, that would be true, but I follow up with a pass through a random stipple machine press. Hides the patterns and metal density. Should throw off your X-ray diffraction and some other higher-end methods.
Yeah.
Nothing's perfect, of course, but this is close.
That's too much gun.
Looks like a hurry with a scope.
That's too much. Well, it depends on what the mission is for, you know.
Not including
He's
your
his own Lone Ranger guy. I would go something simple.
For Mike. Mike is.
Yeah.
Have you watched all Better Call
For
Saul?
most applications.
I watched this one. I haven't seen the last season though.
It's
good.
a 25 match rifle.
Heck yeah.
Gene Stoner designed semi-auto. That's about 11 pounds there.
Ooh, kind of
Not
heavy.
quite the range or the punch of the AR.
Well, it's
but you're still talking
That's kinda
about
heavy, yeah.
25 MOA,
Anything
well
like
past
12.
1,000 meters.
Because I have an HK 308, HK3, you know. That's almost 12 pounds. It's heavy. It's a heavy boy, but it's worth it. But for his,
Good bolt action rifle.
yeah, for his mission, if it's heavy and you got to get out for his age too, you don't want something heavy and you got to run back to your
The M40.
thing. Damn, Hell
Tried
yeah.
and true, battle tested.
They give Mike a little bit
Hold
more
on, he's
credit.
gonna-
Actually, the same rifle used by Marine snipers.
Hoorah! That is right. M40, baby.
Light, accurate, good for
Hancock.
soft targets.
What
Best
is
sniper in the
What
world.
is the fucking movie where... Is it Wanted?
You seem to know this.
For what?
Oh, yeah.
I remember there was another... God, I can't remember any of these movie scenes, but there was another movie where they give somebody a rifle.
Carlos Hathcock, best sniper.
Well, you know... Well, I mean, and they mention it also in Full Metal Jacket. You've seen Full Metal Jacket, no doubt.
Oh, hell yeah.
Where-
You had to. Like, in boot camp, yeah. If you haven't seen Full Metal Jacket, and all those Marine Corps movies, you were like, what are you doing, dude? I even think they showed them in church. Yeah, you go to church on Sundays and they play a movie.
They play Full
And they
Metal
play
Jacket.
yeah, it was Full Metal Jacket. There was like a Katy Perry music video. Some other stuff.
Because he mentions to them Lee Harvey Oswald being a Marine and Charles Whitman, the Texas bell tower sniper, was also
Yeah.
a Marine.
Whitman.
I think it was Charles Whitman.
Yep, right here, Whitman, sniper. Yeah, dude.
Marine snipers.
Marine snipers, dude, we're no joke. That's why in the movie, I told you, the movie of Den of Thieves, love that movie. Great movie. However, the ending, really unrealistic. There's no way your
Gerard
local
Butler and his
sheriff,
guys.
your local sheriff department, and I love my sheriffs, don't get me wrong. You got, Rob and them, Rob and them out there, my buddies, who came out of the Marine Corps, one sheriff, but there is no way your regular Joe Schmo detectives drink beer on the weekends, maybe go to the firing range once a month or so, is going to outfire and outmaneuver and beat MARSOC Marines. Every day, those guys train, that's their job, is every day. So that's why I was like, there would be no way this Washoe County Sheriff Department, or Sheriff Department, whatever it was in there, is going to beat MARSOC Marines. There's no way. Even if they were out of service, you saw in the movie, they were training every day, they were in the gym,
they were into it. Hardcore.
all the time.
All the time.
All the time. And that's why I was like, there was no way. No way. And they took, what's crazy? They took on the LA Police Department and the LA Sheriff in the beginning.
The FBI shows up.
And the FBI, yeah. They took on all three. Those guys did a whole bunch of damage, dude. A whole bunch of damage. To even put in perspective, there was a dude who's part of like the Boogaloo Boys or whatever, Air Force. I think he was security forces. But he had a Kel-Tec rifle, 5.56 still. But he was really good from what I heard in his training. But he gave a hard time for the police department to subdue him. It took he took out 5. I'm not condoning good violence, but it just to put you in perspective,
Sure.
like the training, right? An Air Force guy, security forces, with his Kel-Tec, which is a real cheap, affordable rifle, took on 5 police officers and wounded them until SWAT and stuff, and it took almost a whole department to just subdue one dude. And then you tell me, you think 3 MARSOC guys are gonna lose to a little ragtag group? There's no way, dude. There's no way. Absolutely not.
All right, here's the next scene from No Country for Old Men.
Love it. Love this movie.
12 gauge.
Yep.
You need shells? Yeah, double O.
00 buck.
I'll give you a wallet.
Give me a You know what I miss? I miss Kmart. Kmart had their own brand.
They had guns there.
They
I
had their
remember
own
them having
Kmart
guns
brand.
there.
My buddy was able, before they stopped selling them, he was able to get a Kmart brand shotgun. It says so cool.
I remember, when
love
I
them.
was a kid,
Yeah.
they had a gun that looked like the one that Arnold gets.
Yeah, the Spaz.
With no.
Right?
With the fucking...
Oh! I know which one you're talking. In the beginning, right?
with
The Terminator
scope on
1?
it. No. Yeah, Terminator 1, where
Yeah.
he's buying the guns, and he gets the one with the laser sight on there.
Yeah, that's a
and it's
little...
got the scope on there or whatever.
50,
I remember...
What is that? A 45 long slide.
They had one at that Kmart.
That's a
that I
super
really
rare
wanted.
gun to get. Let me see.
I mean, look, here's
45 long
This
slide.
is not the scene that I want to play, but we've been quoting this scene.
Yeah, it's called...
nonstop.
You know what it's called? It's called the AMT Hardballer. 45 long slide with laser sighting. It's almost... Yeah, it's like a 1911... It uses the 1911 mount.
Well, he's gonna say it right here, right?
Oh, yeah,
So
baby.
here's the Terminator scene. That is legendary. Look at this jacket that he has.
Father Odoloda. I know, I've been trying to look for a jacket like that.
That's right. You can go pump or auto. long slide.
Yeah.
Yep. Heck yeah.
We just got them in.
That's a good gun.
Look how much it is. Even on Gunbroker, that gun is worth $2,500 just by itself. Not even with a laser sight.
Anything else?
That's how expensive. It's a great gun, from what I hear.
40-watt range. It's just what you see.
Phased plasma
Rifle.
rifle, the 40-watt range.
So it was produced in 1977 to 2002.
Okay, so,
So-
a good 30 years.
It's a yeah. If you
Almost.
can find one, you let me know because I'll buy one. Spaz shotgun. Ooh, so good. All.
Oh, yeah. This is the same shotgun they got in Jurassic Park
Yeah,
that
that's
he's
the Spaz.
using against
Yep.
the Raptors.
Which doesn't make any sense to me. Cause, okay, I know they're dinosaurs, but that mother sucker shot a raptor point blank with a Spaz. Like, I don't care if you had thick skin, that thing goes through crocodiles. I'm like, how did he not kill it? I'm like, because if you're having buck or slugs, yeah, that thing would be just blah. Smart girl. Shoot,
Clever
talk.
girl.
Clever girl. Yeah.
Clever girl.
Clever girl. Yeah, there's no way. Oh,
There we go.
Arnold, Commando. Great guns. He has an RPK in there, too.
All right, name off the look. It's like naked. He's just got.
Yeah, show off those quad. Dude! No homo, but Arnold,
No
great
homo.
lod. Trying to get there. Yeah, 12 gauge. You got your 15
He's going
frag
flat.
grenades. Yep, RPK right there. You got your Ithaca shotgun. I keep forgetting that rocket launcher. It's a quad rocket launcher. Yeah, that's the RPK. Yeah. So that's just a wooden stock for it though.
Oh, this is a bunch of gearing up scenes. So this is
That
aliens.
That's aliens. That
It's a
is
flare gun.
is a modified M16
Not
to
flare
look
gun,
like
flamethrower.
to look like a flamethrower. So I thought that was cool. So it's really cool. So the pulse rifles they use were actually Thompsons.
I have. It was right
Dude,
here, too.
Ripley. Oh my god. I could understand why every man in the
you
80s
go.
and 90s had a crush on her. Yeah, right here. So you can actually see it right here. That it was a modified M16. They have the handle, the barrel right there, but they just modified it to make it a flamethrower. And then the same thing with the pulse gun. You can actually see where the the bolt is a Thompson bolt. And then you put your Thompson mag, and yeah, it just comes with pulse. It's really cool. I love it. Yeah, it's so cool because like the pulse rifle used 10mm rounds.
Oh, what's this? What is this? Live action hero?
I have no. This is not Last Action. No, because who's that? Van Damme?
No, that's Arnold.
Oh
Or is
man,
this Raw Deal?
I never saw that one. You know, when I'm home alone, I do this. I do this too.
You do a gear up scene.
I do a
on
gear
your
up
own.
scene just for no reason.
This
yeah.
is Raw Deal.
Okay, so that's your MP5. I got that one though. Great.
Oh, but he's got the end.
Yeah, it's just a suppressor, but it looks like a suppressor and breaker, which is really good. I have a breaker and a flash hider. Like, I know... Ooh.
What is that?
That I don't know. That might be the Italian somewhat version of our Mac 10. Yep, Python. Dude, always get your Python. Like, I know it's a revolver, and people are like, oh, well then, well, you know, we
This is a
become more
very
efficient.
masculine
Yeah.
episode of Sequel
It looks like a
Podcast.
Winchester. No. I can't even see it. Upside down, they all look alike. Because that's not an
Small
Ithaca.
shotgun.
Yeah, they're really compact. Back in the 80s and 90s, compact shotguns were the shit, dude. Gangsters used it, NWA, everybody used it, dude. You know who else used it? Freaking Corporal Hicks. He was like... And that was the same thing, Ithaca Model 37. And that model was so cool. You know where that's made of? Made out of? New York.
Oh.
Out of
okay.
all the places, New York. And it was a cool gun because you could slam fire it.
Alright, now we got Rambo.
Now we got Rambo, baby.
Everyone likes to gear up and tie off
Dude,
their
I
fucking
gear up too.
boots.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you got your little
Throwing knives.
blades. You could never go wrong with blades. I even say, even like on your daily carry, you just have a knife. Have anything that's sharp that can cut rope and stuff like that. Because God forbid, if I was there with you and you had that car crash, I need to cut your rope.
I couldn't get my seatbelt off.
Yeah, you couldn't get your seatbelt. Cut it. It's real easy. I'm telling you, it will save your life. Even if like you're on a plane, let's say the plane goes down, your knife's in your carry-on, or not carry-on, you're checking. Whoa, hey, you're checking baggage, and you go in and just go get it, and then you'll be able to survive out there.
Oh, but like your checked baggage,
Yeah.
that's in the belly of the plane, isn't it?
Yeah, well, if the plane's going down with you, just go get it.
Fuck, dude.
Hopefully, it doesn't fly off somewhere, but that's why it's always good to have that stuff with you, man. Like when I check my bag, it has my pepper spray. Yes, I know I use pepper spray, people. It's fine in public use, yeah, because you're not gonna kill every mother sucker that's just gonna have this issue with you. Sometimes it's good to use spray. You know, it deters them, gets them to calm down, be like, hey, you live to see another day. I don't have legal trouble. That's fine. You know, gets people off your car a lot faster too. I've noticed that. And they think twice because they're like they don't want to burn. As a Marine going gas chambers, getting sprayed and all that. Yep, I could see why. If you're not used to it, good luck.
All right, here we're gonna see a bunch of guns. Have you seen Taxi Driver?
Not the old one.
The only one.
Oh, you didn't like the Jimmy Fallon one? I think it was Jimmy
Taxi.
Fallon.
He made a movie called
Oh,
Taxi.
Taxi. Yeah.
Oh, like the quality is shit though.
No, it's a 70s movie?
Yeah, 76.
I don't know, what kind of guns are there? Of course, revolvers, yes. Smith & Wesson. Luger. Right there, you got your Python again.
Popular gun.
It was. No, it was a very good popular gun. I think they even had it in
Dirty Harry?
Dirty
Well, he's got a
Harry,
357.
and then... Yeah.
44.
Yeah, he has a 44 Magnum, which is better than your 357. But it was also in Big Trouble in Little China. He's like, make you feel like Dirty Harry.
Oh.
And then he's like, nah, I'll stick with my Tech 9. Oh, that was such a great submachine gun. The Tech 9. Cheap, easy to use. It's so weird, because it was like, they, Kel-Tec, or, yeah, was it Kel-Tec? Yeah, put it out there, try to sell it to the military. The military's like, no, we can't use this. And then it went to, public, police, and then gangsters got a hold of it, and it became such a popular gun.
The Tech 9.
Yeah, it was actually very good, yeah, for what it was at that time.
Okay, that's a beautiful little submission. It's nickel-plated, snub-nose.
Nickel-plated.
Service revolver. Can't stop anything that moves. Magnum.
God, what was that movie?
Magnum, 357, snub nose.
That's a fine gun.
Okay, dude. Well, I wouldn't point it out the window. Like,
But he's crazy anyways.
Oh, is he? Okay.
He's got, like, mental
Idiot.
problems.
Yeah. It's like that one. There was a movie where like these cops were trying to like look for this bad guy, and these like people that were having a party in another like house blocks away. Like, we'll watch this, and gets his revolver, shoots out the window.
Oh, that's Detroit.
Detroit, yeah. And I was like, you idiot, because they're gonna find you anyway. They know where it's at. They're like,
No,
how do
they
you
did
think
some.
they...
Yeah, no, they did some stupid shit.
Yeah. It was just the clip. I know that movie had a lot of effed up crap in it.
Yeah. Well,
But that
like,
was a stupid thing, dude.
It's hard to say what really happened.
Yeah.
They did their best to recreate something.
Right.
Because they show the guy shooting the gun, and then they have the scene where they just haven't been, I don't know. There's no gun here. I don't know. There's no gun here.
Yeah, no gun. That's not
And
the
fucking Will
not what
Poulter,
you
Will
want to say.
Poulter is fucked up in that movie.
Oh, I know. I heard. Oh. It's real hard for me to watch movies like that. I don't know.
That's
Like, I
that's a
can.
hard movie to watch.
Yeah.
Like, not only the subject matter, but like, it's not well made to where you can be engrossed in even the shitty shit.
Yeah. Man, I love guns. Talking about guns. Oh, there's PPK right there.
Jackass would carry that cannon in the streets like that. Here's a beautiful handmade holster I had made in Mexico. $40.
Wow, $40. I wish.
For the holster.
Yeah, I wish it was like that.
Quarter for the 25.
It's a stupid holster.
Oh, that's the PPK.
Wait, is that the holster he made? Because that thing's just with string and a leather. Wow, $40. I say that's a ripoff. I'll give him $5. That's.
But he's only charging like $100 per gun. Watch here.
Yeah, that's not bad. Consider now that the Python and PPK are like
$40.
$350 for the Magnum.
$350.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
$250 for the 38. $1 1/4 for the 25. 150 for the
Wow,
380.
a quarter for
You
that?
take this.
Really?
Oh, wait, here, I'll walk down.
1 1/4.
Yeah, that's not bad.
How about
Okay.
How about though?
He tries to sell drugs and shit.
How about this? Ah.
How about uppers, amphetamines?
No, I'm not interested in that stuff.
Crystal meth. I get your crystal meth.
The
Nitrous
hell?
oxide.
Nitrous
How
oxide.
about a Cadillac? I get your brand new Cadillac. With the big for $2,000.
No, if I did, depending on the mission, for what it is, if that guy could get me access, let's say like I'm going into a building, right, to, I don't know, kill a group of like 10 or 15 more guys, right?
Sure.
Me personally, I would want a belt fed. I would get the Russian RPD.
Okay.
Great gun, especially when it's short barrel. So like I told you before earlier, when you're moving corners and stuff like that, it's a good way to, chop your gun, clear corners. It's a belt fed, so it's going to keep on going. RPD has a great rate of fire. It's just the thing that sucks about it. It uses a wing system. So like how we have bolts, retracts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
With the wing system, every time it goes back, it squeezes the next bullet to the barrel,
Sure.
to the bolt. Now, if one of those wings crack and stuff, then you're screwed. Because then the whole gun is just kaput. And I fired RPDs in the Marines when we went to Virginia. It was a great gun. I loved it. I was like, damn. Just never got to see the light of day with some other stuff, but
Have you ever seen Lord of War?
not all of it.
Here we have some more guns.
It's made of a polymer composite.
Yeah.
Many of my clients feel they can get through airport security without seeing off.
Oh, of course,
bells
Africa.
and whistles. Personally,
Number one client. No, like to be
Warlords.
serious, yeah. It's Africa, like, what was it? Africa, Middle East, some parts of Asia.
Mexico.
Mexico is another one. They try to make their own stuff. That guy was an idiot to shoot that. Yeah, why'd you do that? What did you say?
Well, you're gonna have to buy it. It's a used gun.
From a business
Oh
standpoint.
yeah, he got him that gold.
The gold plated. I get it. Gold plate, flashy and stuff. I would never. That's a good one. And me, my boy. That's a good one. Yeah, from a business standpoint, that's a used gun now.
That's a used gun now. Salt and Sea I've never seen.
Nope.
A White Boy Rick. Did you ever see White Boy Rick?
I watched parts of it, yeah. It's a real sad movie.
It is.
I feel
It
bad
is.
for him. I think he should have been innocent, yeah. But yeah, he goes to a gun show, and you can actually tell that... Actually, I do that too with my friends. You could actually go, and like some guy was like trying to tell, oh no, it's a Russian SKS, Russian this. And I looked, I was like, no, it's not. It's Chinese. He's like, oh no, because you know what it was? Because like it looks like a Russian, but the Chinese one I think is called Chinese. Let's see.
They just do not have the scene that I want.
What was it made?
I
Norinco. There we go. You can tell like they have like Norinco, Chinese. I was like, oh, yeah.
You ever see Widows?
No, I have not.
There's I'd have to bring it up on Vudu and find it because I own the movie, but there's a gun buying scene in Widows as well at a gun show. Let me see if I can find it because you've seen everything that I've so far.
You know what has really good guns in it? Like a lot, like just a rack of guns. Matrix.
Sure. Well, yeah. Where
He's like, we need guns, lots of guns, and I was like, oh, that's heaven. I know. Another one is Terminator 2 when they go underground.
Oh yeah.
Have all those guns. That was the best gun scene, besides the gun shop in part 1 and the gun coffin in 3. Because I was like, dude, it's just endless amounts of guns in there, and I loved it.
I was going to write. Here we go. So she's.
Oh God! Don't point. That's just such.
Bad form.
No, it's not bad form. It's like we call it flagging in the Marine Corps. It's when your barrel points at somebody. Like your weapon safety rules is one of them. Like always treat a weapon as if it was loaded.
Right.
Looking at it just irks the
Well, she doesn't know what she's
crap out of
doing.
it.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
No, I know. Even when we were on movie set for that movie set we did for HBO, I was getting really uncomfortable about how some people were handling.
Was there not a safety coordinator?
No, there was, and he said it, and he actually used me as an example, like clear, hey, this. It's like I'm gonna use my Marine here. We're gonna go through this, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. But it was when other people got it, and there were civilians, you know, trying to play this part, where they were, like, taking it out of the holster. I think it was an FBI agent taking it off. I was like, dude, don't do that, please. Like, even if it was blanks, it can do damage to somebody's face.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just a big safety concern. We say in the Marine Corps, when you're on a firing range, everybody's a safety officer.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody. So I saw, I was like, hey, man, just please don't point that. And he's like, oh, yeah, for sure. I'm like, yeah, just please don't. Dude, if anything, like, make sure it's clear first, dude. I mean, we don't want another Alec Baldwin on set.
Right.
Sorry, Alec, if you heard that. I know. He was found out guilty, so I'm not going to say anything, but we just don't want a situation like that. One of the best instructors was a SAS instructor for the movie Doom with The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
In the special features, you'll hear him talking. He's like, hey, I know, like, you guys, you know, never did this. You like to play around. And he brought, like, a mannequin head, like a dummy, and loaded up a blank and shot it point blank. And was like, this is what can happen to your face. And it was all messed up.
Sure.
Like, exactly. This is why
Sure.
we do safety. And I think we should do that a lot, just to, like, you know,
Absolutely.
open the cast to, like, this is what
Understand.
happens. Like, shoot like a mannequin and, like, tell people this is what can happen, dude. And, yeah. Like, it's just a very, big thing for me. If you're flagging people, no, absolutely not.
So, right here. Can you hear it?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm hoping I could get you help to buy a gun. This is hard.
Oh, look at that! You got yourself, you got your M16 right there.
My husband, my visa, passport, everything. He beat me always. I find it that
Yeah, so she's
She sounds Slavic.
I can't go to police. I'm illegal.
she's trying to be like, I can't buy these guns. I have, like, she found someone, a woman that will, like, relate to her getting
You know what
beat
that's
by her
called?
husband. What's that?
Straw purchasing, where you buy it for another person. That's actually that's illegal. But you know what? She's going to a mother and, like, trying to, like, oh, I've been domestic, like, trying to sympathize and do it to break the law. That's pretty smart.
And got him.
Yeah, and got him. Yeah.
So you've never seen Widows.
Mm-mm.
So Widows is about, Liam Neeson is, like, the head crew guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got his crew guys underneath him, and they pull jobs and shit for the local, whatever, bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
They all die in a job.
Oh.
And Viola Davis is his wife, and he leaves her, like, the book of like what the next job was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of the wives of his crew suddenly now they're all widows, and, like, money's not coming in.
Oh, and so they're all kind of like making their own.
So she
crew.
takes his job, right, and she
Yeah.
tries to crew up with the other
Oh, yeah,
widows.
that's smart. That was based off a real life thing, I think.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, there was a thing where, like, because back in the day it was all like male dominant
My
and
ass
stuff like
hurts.
that. But it was like a similar thing where it was like, you know, the guys were the gangsters, but a lot of them died and passed away, and they had to be like, hey, we're single mothers now. Like, what are we gonna do?
The
So
money's
instead
gone.
of working at Safeway, you know, working as a milk carrier or something, they just did the same thing. They just took over.
Yeah,
and did the same
and they
thing.
have no experience, so they're trying to figure out. So
Yeah.
she's like, you buy the guns.
Yep.
You case the joint.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll do this.
Go
and
get it,
we
girl.
Need, we
Yeah.
need, like, a getaway
Hey,
driver.
equal playing field. It's like the girls in the Warriors. That's smart.
The Thin Lizzies.
The the
Lizzie
Lizzies. Got those guys.
But
I
this
knew
is
something
a
was
fantastic. It's got a
I gotta
good
watch it,
twist.
yeah,
It's got a
good
good
twist.
twist. So I'm not gonna tell you what the twist
What
is.
is? That's really good. Yeah.
But
yeah, that
it's
was
a
like-
fun movie. Colin Farrell's in it.
Ooh, that's good. He's a good actor.
John
Oh, yeah,
Bernthal.
Joe and me. Come on.
John Bernthal's in it, like,
John Bernthal.
real small part.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
Oh no. Another one?
War Dogs.
War Dogs was funny.
John Wick.
Oh yeah, John Wick, of course.
G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Nah, I wouldn't use that one just because, like, a lot of their guns are like sci-fi, like that wouldn't work, kind of thing. Like nobody's gonna get a 45, like what is it, plasma rifle, 40-watt range.
Phase plasma
Phase
rifle,
plasma rifle, 40-watt range.
There's Dawn of the Dead, I guess.
Dawn of the Dead was good.
The original Dawn of the Dead.
But it was a good. Okay, that also confused me. Wait, is this the old one?
So, yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
original.
yeah. It's like this guy's been surviving in his gun shop, and he doesn't turn
Oh,
off.
Andy.
Yeah, he doesn't turn off the freaking the intercom with all the animal noises. It's like, man, you know what's going on? Your dad's running around. We have things
Burt
taking over.
Reynolds.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Didn't even really look like him.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like it. Oh. It was crazy. But yeah, I like this gun shop. The only thing is, like, a lot of the guns and the rifles in here are really kind of like the same, you know? You got your revolvers, your bolt action that looks like, what is that, 308? Yeah, 308. But yeah, what is this? This 80s movie, right?
78?
So, did they even have the ARs in stock at that time? I don't think so. Nice. There we go. What is that, a Mosin? Yeah, there we go. Lever action. 30-30, baby. Takes down a freaking T-Rex.
One. The only person who could ever mess with this gun would be the sucker with the bread to buy it.
The bread to buy. Yeah, that's true. They say that a lot. Rich people just buy high-end guns just to think like
Don't know how to
they
use
can.
it.
Yeah, think they can do it, and they don't know how to do it.
And we're ready.
Like, see, it's good to get, like, yeah, you got your revolvers, yeah, because, you know, 6-cylinder, don't want to reload, just grab the next revolver. The other thing was just grabbing other bolt actions, which, to me, doesn't make sense. Just get more rounds for the same bolt action.
Sure.
Because you don't want to be like, grab another one that uses the same one, and then, you know,
Well, look at
bolt
what they're
action
shooting at, right? They're shooting at slow moving.
No, yeah, absolutely. But it's like, you don't want to keep carrying, like, 10 bolt action rifles when you could just carry one with just more ammo. Like, I would carry, like, what he was doing, I would carry, like, the 6 or 9 revolvers, because it'd be better than keep changing out your cylinders. That actually makes sense to me. But yeah, I just carried, like, all these bolt rifles, lever actions. Like, what? Like, might as well get a crank gun.
These are basically all the same. Same scene.
Oh, you know what's a good gun up, kind of gear up movie or scene?
What's that?
Punisher. Warzone. Where all the gangsters were invited to the Punisher party. And, like, all the gangs had their own way of getting the guns out. It was so cool. Like, the Chinese had, like, their Norinco guns. The Russians come in with their AK. The Crips had all, like, their revolvers and stuff. I was like, dude, this is cool.
Is it this one?
No, that's the beginning, though. But he kills everybody like a champ.
He blows everybody away. Bro.
The best, oh, God, best, I think one of the best Punisher movies ever.
Really?
And,
You like that movie?
yeah, with Ray, what's his name, Ray Stevenson? Or...
Yeah, no, it's Ray Stevenson.
Yeah, it was great. It was so great.
Oh, you know, I never saw this.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch The Punisher, but I never
That's
watched
good.
it.
That's good. I like it. Yeah, right there, you get your... There's your jacket. I felt bad for him. Like, yeah, he did bad things, but then he got, like, brain injury going into that recycle, and he forgot everything. So it's like he's a new person. I would have just... I don't know. You know, I'm not the Punisher, but... I mean, he said he was sorry at the end. So. Like, damn.
So Jigsaw's in the TV show then?
Yeah, it's just... It's not... To me...
Is his face all fucked up?
Not that much. It's scarred. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I like the Warzone Jigsaw, because that was...
Oh, yeah. He's
so freaking brutal, dude. Like, good God.
I'm not fun. I wish I could think of what other shit that I was trying to think of.
Yeah, Punisher's a good one. That man brought so many guns. And then all the gangsters brought all their guns. And I'm like, ho, ho, ho. What else?
There was one. If anyone knows and they're listening to this, there's a scene where there's a woman buying a gun, and the guy's like, "This has no stopping power. This one does." But that could be any fucking movie. I've seen about 1 million fucking movies.
Yeah, I know.
Rose must have went to bed.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Rose.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Man, she works late, huh?
She works early.
Oh, okay.
No, she was with her family right now. She works from 5 to 2.
Okay. Like, Aliens is another good gear-up scene. Using
We
all
watched
those.
that already.
Yeah, when Ripley... I was talking when all the Marines are getting their pulse rifles. Let's go, ladies! Like, and all their pulse rifles and stuff like that. Oh, you know what else? I would say Resident Evil. It's not a gear-up scene, but, like, the shootout.
Welcome to Raccoon City.
I haven't seen that yet. I'm going to watch it tonight.
You say that. You keep saying that you're going to watch this, you're going to watch that.
I know.
You're going to watch shit.
Terrible.
I know.
The ADHD. You guys gonna have dinner now?
No, we're good.
Ugh.
I ate dinner already.
Okay.
You want Wendy's?
I freaking do. I something's telling me not to, but I really do.
Well, if you shouldn't have it, don't have it. Kenny is pretending that not eating food for Lent is how it works.
It's not even that. It's even just on my dieting, and I'm like, yeah.
And my ass still hurts.
my ass.
G.I. Joe.
Oh jeez. Yep. Yeah, people, watch some gun movies, dude.
Watch all the gun movies. Watch the movie or play the video game Gun.
Yeah, Gun.
Watch the movie Two Guns.
Den of Thieves, Starship Troopers,
Sicario.
God, that's such a good movie too. Sicario.
You called out Matrix earlier.
Matrix, heck yeah.
The Crow.
Oh yeah, The Crow.
Do your Crow guy voice.
Oh shoot, I can't even do it right now. What was his line?
It was like, I feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook.
I feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook.
What's the guy's name?
I keep forgetting what he's like. John won't be meeting us today. He came down with death.
My God, damn. Even in Three Musketeers, this is my father's sword.
It would appear so.
It was like his raspy voice.
Michael Wincott.
Is he still alive?
He's still alive.
Oh!
And he was not the guy that killed Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee.
Michael Wincott. He's in he's in Nope. Did you see Nope?
The one by K. Peele directed?
Yeah, the Jordan Peele movie.
Jordan Peele? Oh no, I haven't. I only saw little clips. Cause is that the one where they hypnotize him to be a slave or something like that?
No, let's Get Out.
That's Get Out. That's right.
Nope is the alien movie.
Oh, that is. It was weird. I know.
He's the cinematographer in that.
Okay.
He's the guy they hired to be the cinematographer to film the alien at
Such
the end.
a freaking weird movie. That one guy who, yeah, was it the same guy who gets up and then he gets spat out?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like, oh, it's like, oh no. He's like, oh, hold on. I was like, oh, but yeah, I'm alive.
Oh, he's the prophet of truth in Halo 2.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
Michael Wincott. He's a prophet of truth. You've watched, or you played Halo 2, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Treasure Planet, Along Came a Spider.
Treasure Planet. He was the crab-like creature, I believe, right?
Scroop.
Yeah,
Scroop. He's in Alien Resurrection. He's the leader of the crew. He dies pretty early on.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That was a good Alien. I liked it. Didn't like 3, but yeah.
He plays Top Dollar in The Crow.
Top dollar.
Robin Hood. I thought Three Musketeers.
Yep, Three Musketeers. There he is.
Like Guy Gisbert and Robin Hood.
Mistaken.
Just dies.
Looks like he's in a bunch of Oliver Stone movies.
Yeah. That's a weird thing too. A lot of directors they become real good friends with a lot of actors or so. They'll cast them a lot.
I try to be that guy. I like to have my regulars.
That guy, man.
But then I also try to get
like Kevin Smith with like Ben Affleck,
Jay,
and all of them, and then who else? Adam Sandler with his crew.
I want all of you boys to be able to look me straight in the eye one more time and say, "Are we having fun or what?" Hey, you! What's your name?
Hey, you!
You don't feel that? I feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook.
I feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook.
Worm on a big fucking hook. Well, boy, you're
Is that really? Oh, you know what else he was in? Robin Hood.
I just said that.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
What do you? I'm not gonna say what I was
It
gonna
was
say.
like cousin. Who was the guy? The guy who plays Snape.
Cousin.
Oh, yeah,
At least
no,
I
he's-
didn't do it with a spoon.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman. Yeah, he actually. There's a scene in there where a guy lands on his cloak, and it rips, and I don't even think that was planned.
Get your heart out with the spoon.
There's a scene he knocks somebody out and he lands on his on his cloak and it rips and it wasn't even planned.
Cousin.
Why not axe
Is that him?
this
Yeah,
down,
that's him.
you twit? It'll hurt more.
His mother.
Something vexes thee. Well, sir, they love him.
Just a minute.
Just a minute.
Robin Hood steals money from my pocket, forcing me to hurt the public. And they love him for it?
Yes.
Best Robin Hood movie ever.
Oh, you think so?
I like the one with Russell Crowe was pretty cool too, but I just like this one. It was just so. It got me hooked all the time. Yeah. Russell Crowe was like, oh, I like some parts, and then they would talk, and I was like when they were by the fire, I was like, I'm like, come on, dude.
I like talking in movies. I like talking movies.
It's okay, yeah.
No camp, nothing.
This hooded viper simply slithers into the forest.
Slithers.
You, my room, 10:30 tonight. You, 10:45.
Oh, the winches. Bring a friend. Hey, when you need it, man.
Oh, look, here's Miller.
Ambushed, cousin.
Oh yeah, he kills his cousin.
I'm gay.
What? What was that? What?
Those cunty little walk.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
That wasn't in the film.
That was a commentary from the poster of that video.
Yeah, I'm gay.
That's funny. We didn't. I didn't write that. I did not.
No,
write
he
that.
did.
I did not write that.
The Christmas Eve tale.
I'm gay.
No
Spoiler.
more.
No. Oh, yeah.
No more would be the one saying it.
I'm gay.
Do you want to tell them what movie we're trying to make?
Oh, right. Yeah. Be on the lookout for those who are listening and tell your friends. Our thoughts and
Prayers.
prayers and imagination are going to go into a fan filmed based on Dread and the 2000 AD universe. Right? Yeah. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be fun to make. We haven't seen one of those for all you Dread 2000 AD fans out there. Yeah.
No one's gonna listen to this, but maybe one day in the future
Oh, they will.
they'll timestamp this.
Hell yeah.
But we need Kenny to fucking get on this shit. We're gonna go through the notes. We're going through the notes right now, Kenny.
All right.
Do you understand?
You're going through the notes. The notes.
We want to see the monkey,
Oh yeah, the monkey.
but Kenny doesn't like to wake up early enough to go see the movie.
I stay up late. What can I say? I'm a man of
Lateness.
culture.
Of culture.
Culture. Damn, dude, I really want fast food now. But yes.
We could DoorDash some Wendy's.
I have DoorDash.
You want to go
Those-
get some Wendy's?
some of those unappreciative shits.
We can go to Wendy's if you want to go to Wendy's.
Let's see.
You gotta go get your car and pick me up though.
Oh yeah, you're broken. Yo, broken ass.
I'd rather not walk over to your house.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say walk to Wendy's. Yeah, we're gonna walk to Wendy's.
We used to have a joke when I was a kid that we were gonna walk up to Walmart and buy Risk.
Oh yeah.
We never did. I've since walked like about that far in my life. Do you want to give them some? You want to read them some lines from this as Riker?
As Riker? Ooh. Okay. Let's see.
Just a little taste. Just have a little
Is this,
taste. Have a little taste.
I can't even.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You gotta
Okay,
figure out-
yeah, I'll
there's
put
a
it.
pad
So
there. You
Sloan-
need an arrow. I don't know.
Someone goes like, "You see any working vehicles around? Stranded in the middle of cursed Earth. All we can hope is Killdozer is out there somewhere trying to find us."
What the hell is that?
Goes Jack. Just an old house and a strange metal tree outside. Yeah. Spikes goes like, "Looks sort of spooky."
Spikes like that, judgy boy.
Can you
Spikes
do,
don't
can you
like
do
this
Jake's
at all.
voice for that?
Jack?
Jake's voice.
Oh,
as,
Jake?
as Spikes.
Okay, that'd be Jake.
Well, maybe.
Looks sort of spooky. Spikes didn't like that, judgy boy. Spike don't like this at all.
That's not really him, but I like.
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's funny.
I have to hear his voice again.
Do like a California surfer dude.
Sort of looks spooky. Spikes didn't like that, judgy boy. Spikes don't like this at all. Haha, kill surf's up, dude.
What's up, dude?
What's up? Looks sort of spooky, dude. Oh, Spikes don't like that, judgy boy. Spikes don't like this at all, bruh.
Bruh.
Surf's up. Surf's up.
No, it's dick. Fuck that, it's dick.
Yeah. I love Newsom. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Cool. Hang on to that.
Oh.
Well, it's been about an hour. We hit our podcasting time.
Yes.
So, oh, you know what's funny? I didn't mention this on the podcast yet, but I do hope to do a podcast about what happened to me.
Yeah.
So as of right now, I am post car accident.
Postpartum.
Postpartum accident car.
Postpartum accident.
So, yeah, look forward to an episode where I discuss what happened with my car accident, my experiences with that. But with that, I am Mathew Bonta.
Kenneth Anglemire.
Peace out, motherfucker.